the incident. And I know everybody's probably wondering, what the fuck happened? What happened here? Well, everybody, there is a proper explanation as to what happened in this scene. I can explain myself. I know I am at fault here, but you know, I have nothing else to really admit aside from the fact that it be like that sometimes. So basically, what ended up happening, I don't know. I don't really know what happened with Rain and Giri while they were going shopping and stuff with Oni Bro. But for me, I was just chilling at the campfire for like the first hour because Yuzu disappeared and had her own spiritual journey and went to get fucking pudding. And then left me to rot for over an hour because she decided to eat the pudding at the konbini. I asked her to bring me one and she's like, okay. And then decided to just, you know, just live in vibe and live in the moment in a building with no fucking wind while I was suffering and tending to the damn fire. Oh yeah, I was alone for most of that. If you guys were wondering what went on for most of the time, I have some vlog recording on my phone, but pretty much it was just me sitting there. And then I got bored, and then I FaceTimed Bao, and then I talked to Bao, and Bao was like, where is that bitch, Yuzu? Where is she? Sign, thank you so much for your sweet comment. I hope your streaming goes well. Thank you. So the fire was fine. Everything was going fine, but picture this. One person sitting, tending to a fire with the winds increasingly getting worse. So I'm just sitting there vibing. And then one of the chairs blows over and I was like, oh, it's starting to get a little windy. So I started putting weighted stuff in these chairs to keep them from blowing over, right? So I put like the axe in one chair. I put, I don't know, some like random shit in another chair to keep it from blowing over. And so I was just taking pictures of Yuzu. I was like, beep, 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 because it looked so cute. Like my favorite person and then a cute little kitty. I was taking pictures. Oh, it was so cute. And then that is when horror struck. It was like immediately when I was just in there. First of all, we realized the wind went crazy. And it was so powerful that it knocked one of the chairs over that had like the camera, the axe and stuff that was keeping the chair weighted, flew straight into the fire. And we were like, oh shit. No, the camera didn't go into the fire. Like, it was far away from the fire. But, like, when it blew, it fucking flew. Like, the chair flew straight into the fire. And it was like... And then we were all like, oh, shit. And then, at the same fucking time, one of the things that was holding down the tent came out. Because apparently, when you buy tents, nobody told us that the stakes that come with the tent are a lot weaker, and you should be buying stronger ones. My dad was all, yeah, you should be buying the strong ones because usually the ones that come with the tent are really fucking weak. I didn't know that. I don't go camping. I'm not a camper girl. And now I understand. Luckily, we did have the stronger ones, and then me and Oni Bro went around in pitch black darkness. Like I was using all of my gym rat strength to just fight against the forces of wind. It felt like I was going against Aang the Avatar, like blasting his air power to like try to make the tent blow away. And I was like, hey, and I was pulling it as hard as I could, and I was, oh my fucking god, I was dying pulling it while Oni bro was like smacking the new stake into the ground, and then we managed to completely like reinforce the tent by that time. But that was before he got back, so at that time it was just me. So Yuzu was in there with Salami. Well, I had to run over and grab the tent and save it from falling apart while the fire just caught on this chair. So all in the same like 30 seconds, all of that happened, and I was like, just running around and trying to save the camp. And then I did it. And actually, another thing my dad told me the next day when I called him, he was like, so where'd you put your tent? And I showed him on FaceTime, and he was like, Numi, why would you guys put your tent in the middle of a field? Obviously, you're gonna get the most of the wind. And I was like, oh. Well, ooh. He's like, you should have put it by a tree or something to block the wind. And I was like, oh. Well, okay, but the reason why we chose such an open area was for the live stream. We didn't want to like bother people. But in return, our tent like was dying. But you know what the funny thing was? That had to be one of the worst nights of sleep we've ever had because of how windy everything was. It was so terrifying. I actually have a recording of how horrible the wind was, and it's a mixture of Oni bro sleeping and the wind being like at the same time, and me just kind of going like, oh shit. Actually, 2 times in the middle of the night, the wind was so powerful that it woke all of us up in unison. We thought we were gonna blow away. We thought we were about to like be like the reincarnate of like the Wizard of Oz. But because we added the new stakes, our tent was fine, but it was just horrifying to think about, and it sounded so scary outside. But then we woke up, Rain and I woke up at one point and like you can hear people hammering their stakes in, which meant that half of the people's tents at the campsite fucking blew away. And ours was like one of the only ones that was standing through the middle of the night.